kicking off the week on the AUgenda. He's Brandon Marcello. I'm Mike Neislick with AuburnUndercover.com. Wrapping up Clemson. What was the biggest surprise you saw Saturday? And there weren't lacking, that's for sure.
The offense struggled as much as it did. I mean, listen, I know it's very expected to say that was unexpected, but I did not expect the offense to put up under 200 yards, let alone get sacked 11 times and only put up 117 yards. Just be so discombobulated offensively. They couldn't really run the ball effectively. They were throwing it, trying things that didn't quite work. Nothing seemed to be gelling well. It didn't seem like it was a good plan at all. Yeah. And then the offensive line was just, it was just Ole, letting the Bulls rush. Right. And Jarrett Stidham was getting just sacked left and right. It was I did not expect that.
The lack of adjustments during the game. I mean, things are going. You have a decent
for the offense.
You have a first drive, second drive, okay. You get in the red zone, things kind of fall apart. But things got consistently worse. And instead of trying to change it up, instead of trying to do some things different, they said, well, we did a little bit. But I mean, they didn't change any players. They didn't go to Cam Martin instead of Cam Petway. They didn't shake up the offensive line. It didn't seem to me to be doing different things with Jarrett Stidham to kind of get him rid of the ball quicker. It was still the kind of same concepts. Went to some of those, they went to the sugar huddle still. Didn't really mix anything up. And I just thought that was shocking considering the way the game was going. You could feel that things were getting out of control for the offense.
Yeah, I agree with that. That the lack of adjustments, and even in the first half, and especially after halftime, it was incredible. Yeah. And you could tell they didn't because Clemson made adjustments, and they held Auburn to 15 yards in the second half, an average of 0.5. 2 yards per play. This is atrocious against any opponent. Not good at all.
There's been some questions about players' usage. Nate Craig Myers, Cam Martin. Anybody that stands out as the biggest surprise is the bonus round. Biggest surprise player hasn't gotten more snaps or more production from.
I think just looking back at this Clemson game, it's got to be Cam Martin. They should have utilized him in the run game. They should have given him some carries. Take the load off of Cameron Petway. Cameron Petway's dealing with a heel issue right now that was obviously slowing him at times against that amazing Clemson defensive line. But they needed to get Cam Martin out there to give him a different look. But the coaches said that the linebackers were too big, and they thought that they would do better with Cameron Petway being their guy. I don't agree. They should have used Cam Martin more.
To me, it's Sal Cannella in the red zone. Even if you're not comfortable kind of giving him the ball at any place in the field, want to have a couple plays for him. 6'5", matchup nightmare for anybody. Why not get him involved? And he just wasn't involved in the first week after the fourth play of the game. Really surprising because they talked him up. Even if he's a little limited, I would still try to get him involved in certain situations. That's a wrap on the Clemson game. We'll kind of turn the page tomorrow on the AUgenda. Again, he's Brandon Marcello. I'm Mike Neislick for AuburnUndercover.com.